You try so hard. In the way you stay awake longer than you should, replaying every conversation, wondering if you said too much or not enough. In the way you laugh just a little louder, or smile a little longer, hoping someone notices you. There is a quiet ache behind that effort. The need to feel like you matter to someone. That longing usually starts long before we even understand what longing is. When you are a child, love is not a concept. It is the air around you. The softness in a parent's voice, the spark in someone's eyes when they see you. You do not know how to ask for attention yet, but your heart already knows the pain of being overlooked. That is where so many stories begin, not with heartbreak in adulthood, but with those first moments where love felt uncertain. Some children learn early that love must be earned. Get the grades, be the helpful one, stay quiet when you want to speak, make people proud. You start believing that love is a reward for good behavior instead of something you deserve just for being here. When affection becomes conditional, attention becomes survival. You begin measuring your worth by how others react to you. Even as adults, that belief lingers. You become someone who tries, always tries. You show up too much. You give more than you have. You soften your voice to avoid conflict. You pretend everything is fine, because somewhere inside, a younger version of you is whispering, "Please do not forget me." No one teaches us how deeply rejection hurts. The nervous system treats social pain like physical pain. The sting of being ignored can feel like a bruise you cannot locate. So you chase anything that makes the hurt fade. Approval, compliments, text messages that prove someone is thinking about you, any signal that your presence is wanted. There is a strange moment that arrives later in life. You look back on the choices you made just to feel liked, the personality traits you exaggerated, the opinions you abandoned, the dreams you shrank so you would not inconvenience anyone. You realize that you became a shape designed to fit the expectations of others. You lost pieces of yourself to be chosen. The hardest truth to accept is this: being wanted and being understood are not the same. Many people want the version of you that entertains them, supports them, or makes their life easier. That attention can feel thrilling at first. Then one day you notice they don't actually see you. They only see what you give. Every person carries the same hunger to matter. Some chase it through relationships, others through achievements or applause. We think if someone chooses us loudly enough, it will fix old wounds silently left behind. It never does. Someone else's desire cannot heal the parts of you that learned to hide. Attachment shapes us. The way we were loved or not loved becomes the blueprint for how we navigate intimacy, work, and identity. If you once believed you had to earn affection, you will likely keep earning it long after the requirement is gone. You will stay in places where you are overlooked. You will work until exhaustion just to be noticed. You will confuse attention with care. The fear is simple. If you stop trying, you might disappear. The truth is gentle. When you stop performing, you start becoming real again. Authenticity is magnetic. There is a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you do not have to audition for connection. People feel safe with someone who is no longer begging to be accepted. Healing is not about pretending you do not care what others think. It is about caring in a way that does not cost you your identity. You can still want closeness without sacrificing honesty. You can still desire love without chasing down scraps of it. The child inside you who once fought so hard to be noticed still remembers how cold neglect felt. That part of you deserves comfort, not shame. So when the old longing returns, meet it with kindness. Remind yourself that you are no longer waiting for someone else to decide you matter. Worth built internally cannot be taken away. Life becomes steadier once you understand your own value. You stop chasing people who never meet you halfway. You choose relationships where presence is mutual. You start creating your life instead of performing through it. You become whole instead of hunted by the fear of being forgotten. You still want to be wanted. Everyone does. That desire does not make you weak. It makes you human. The difference is that now your worth does not depend on anyone staying. You are already someone worth staying for. Connection becomes a gift you offer, not a test you must pass. Love becomes generous instead of desperate. The world begins to feel more peaceful because you are finally on your own side. One day, you wake up and realize something has shifted. You do not need to fight for space anymore. You take up space naturally. You speak without shrinking. You stay true to yourself even if approval doesn't follow. That is the moment you begin to feel wanted in the healthiest way. Not because someone else said you matter, because you finally believe it.